wanted to talk to you today about the experience of why bother. I've gotten several notes from people, and some of them, all that they say is, why bother? And that's a legitimate question. First of all, I just want to validate that. I want to validate that the experience and the feeling of why bother is real. And there's a good reason to ask yourself that. It's fundamental, but there is a way to get beyond it, and I want to talk about that specifically. And I want to say that I've had my share of why bother moments. I've had my share of moments where I look at the world, I look at myself, I look at the state of things, I look at how tired I am, and I say, what am I doing this for? Why bother? I feel helpless. There are so many people who are so powerful in the world doing such crazy things. How can I stop them? They don't care about me. I'm so tiny, I'm so small. And then you know what? We are tiny and small. We're specks of nothingness in a grand giant universe. And on our planet, we're 1 in 8 billion, and one individual that is, for the most part, doesn't have influence. If you're watching this, you're probably not a billionaire. Let me put it that way. And I'm not either. What I've found is a connection, and that's what I want to talk about when I talk about getting beyond the feeling of why bother. Because aside from being nothing, we are also the very manifestation of the intelligent universe itself. Each one of us in our unique and completely intelligently designed way. And I don't necessarily mean that in a religious sense. I mean that in the context of there being something that connects everybody and everything. And that's a reality. And that's a reality that can be experienced. And in that reality, there is something that is the very essence of intelligence. And in that something, there is an answer to why bother. And it's not something that I can tell you in your mind. It's not that I can start spouting reasons for you to live, and reasons for you to act, and reasons for you to try and create or produce or do anything. It's that in that stillness, when you allow yourself to shed the influence of television, to shed the influence of media, to shed the influence of people who have tried to shut you down in your past, and to shed the influence of the news and all this bombardment of how horrible things are happening all over the world. When you can get beyond all that, take a media fast for a few days, go out into nature, you don't have to struggle to find the answer to why bother. You become the very essence of the answer to why bother when you allow it to come out from within you, and you have the courage to express it, when you allow it to move you. And I wish right now that there was a 1, 2, 3 step that I could give you, and some kind of dramatic answer to that question, why bother? But the truth is, you have to ask yourself why you're asking yourself why bother. Where is that coming from? Where is this ingrained sense of helplessness coming from? Is it been taught to you by other people around you? Was it taught to you in your childhood? Was it an experience that you had? Is it something you've kept trying and you keep hitting walls? You have to ask yourself why you're experiencing that in the first place and where it came from. And then completely eliminate all these negative influences that are in your external world. Because you have to let it arise from within you and experience it. Now, it's not something that you can actively find. It's something that you have to be still and find. And it has to find you, in a sense. You can be still and you can invite it and it can find you. And the best way to do that is to stay connected to your body, invite it to find you, and receive it. There is no other way. There's no shortcut. There's no super wise answer to that question other than your specific experience of why bother. And I really hope that you give it a shot. I know that it's a common experience. We all have that in our lives at times. We get to that point, why bother? When I get to that point, why bother? I know that I need a break. I know that I need a walk in nature. I know that I need sunshine. I know that I need to not listen to the news when I'm in the car. I know that I need to be away from people in a sense, because I need to reorient myself to what's within and the intelligent voice of the universe. And I hope you give yourself the chance to find that. As always, I love to hear your thoughts about any of this. Feel free to comment below. Appreciate you very much, and I will see you in my next video, I hope. Thank you.